Hey everybody, this is our first episode of Minus to Reason with me, Joey Hazard, and my good friend Webweaver. Minus to Reason, brought to you by Midas. Yeah, that's him. Brought to you by Midas Touch. Do you need quick cash? Just sacrifice your skin to the gods, you freaking nerd. It's easy. Instant cash, and all we need is a little bit of your flesh. Midas Touch.
No. I I mean, I'm convinced. I'll do it. I believe in Midas touch just like I believe in this freaking thunder.
Yeah, I know. What a way to start our pilot episode of Minus to Reason.
Just to
Well,
have the rolling thunder in the background. It's ambience. It's
it,
ambiance.
yeah, it does fit the time of the month. It is October, so it is spooky.
It's also my version of a soundboard.
I,
And due to the fact
soundboard.
that random is funny, it's better than any other soundboard because I can't control it.
Oh man, if there was a feature where I couldn't control my soundboard and it played like every 30 minutes, we would
Oh
get in a
boy.
lot of trouble.
There's have you seen those videos on YouTube where they're called an hour of silence occasionally broken up by insert thing
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an hour of silence. No, it was like 10 hours. 10 hours of silence. But every so often you hear the Roblox oof.
That's really good.
Yeah.
There was one that I
I
saw that
just
was
don't
like
understand why.
there was one that I saw that was like 10 hours of silence, but it's the like the kitchen nightmare symbol thing where it's like meow. That was really good.
Yeah,
There's
go.
there's also the ones where it's random sounds, so you don't know what you're gonna hear until you hear it.
Yeah. It's like fucking smorgasbord. Man, that thunder is right above you.
It is. It really do be like very on top of me right now. It's concerning because like just randomly my entire room will be lit up and then a very loud noise will accompany it like 20 seconds later.
Yeah, that is generally how lightning and thunder works, my dude.
It's true.
Um,
So we're doing it. We're doing
yeah,
minus
no,
two
yeah,
reason.
we're doing it
It's
live.
real. We
Well,
came up with
it's
the idea a while ago.
yeah. Well, it's. I say
You
we're
were the
doing it
one.
live. It's live for us, but for anyone who's listening, you're listening at a later date, obviously.
Yeah. Otherwise, this is just the ambient noise podcast.
Yeah, I know, right?
Um. But yeah, so a pilot episode could not be better. Like we're unprepared, and we have nothing, and then there's also just
Yeah.
like a rolling thunder. And this is the most cursed, like, actual video or background you'll ever see in your life on my end.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
no, you probably won't. Like, no one will be able to see mine because mine's just backup sound in case something happens. But I'm gonna try to come up with random backgrounds for Web to see. None of them are gonna be used for the
Oh
video,
no.
but like I'm sure it'll get a chuckle out of Web. So
This is, oh boy. So, I guess where we should start is what what are we even doing here?
I well we or at least you were the one that came up with the well, okay.
You were the
I
one who
don't
came up with the name. I remember we were like playing with
was
Plungerhead for something, and then you were like the greatest. Like you thought of the best podcast name ever, and it was minus two reason.
I are you sure? Like I don't know if I really actually came up with the name. I swear.
I
I'm gonna
am
be honest with you.
100% positive you came up with the
Alright.
name.
I mean, if you want to give me credit, fine. I'll take it, but I just truly don't remember. I
Multiple people could corroborate this statement. I'm pretty sure
I
both
guess.
Plungerhead and Kiwi could.
I guess. I mean, the joke of it is if you listen to the podcast, you get minus two reason. So make sure you rest up in between listens, or you're just gonna die.
It's
You
true.
moron.
This is the only podcast that inflicts mental damage on your soul
Yeah,
when
on
you listen
demand.
to
The
it.
The second you start it, it's boom, instant. It's like a requirement to activate it.
You've already been affected. You already need to lie down.
Yeah, make sure you forget certain spells you don't need. Like, oh man, I guess I'll just take this minus reason damage, and Web is screaming at me like, Joe, there's a spell. Fuck.
And also, a humble man might ask for your fondest memories, and if prompted, you should say yes.
That's the Doom option, right?
No, that Doom
It's
is
peace of mind.
Yeah, peace of
Peace of
mind.
I always go for Doom because, like, I don't want to give up my health stats. What could possibly go wrong? Loses on Doom like all the fucking time.
What could possibly go wrong? Wake up on park bench feeling slightly less safe?
Yeah. But to anyone is listening, if you hadn't figured out, the reason we call it minus two reason is because, Web is God, almost 500 episodes of
444.
Yeah, you're almost pretty much almost there. Like
Closer to
500.
episode 600 than episode 300. Wait, no. That's not how that works.
Yeah, no, you screwed that up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's called minus two reason for a reason.
Haha. But yeah, no, we're both huge fans of World of Horror, and I've been doing them here and there in between my own Let's Plays, and just kind of like extra filler for the channel. And I'm really glad I got back into it when I did. And we've just had
It's a great time to get back into the game because absolutely nothing new has happened since the last time you played.
Yeah, that's so fucked. I was gonna also make the joke 10 hours of silence, but nothing happens because World of Horror still hasn't been updated.
Panstash is still replacing people's teeth with dog teeth. He's too busy.
What? Hold up.
So, he is an IRL dentist.
That I know, but what do you mean with dog teeth?
If you watch the TV in-game, there is a program that shows up about a dentist who has been replacing people's teeth with dog teeth.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, he's being consumed by the mold. That too. Those are the two. Those are the two things that are going on.
Shit, maybe Panseb's is trying to warn us that he's being consumed by the mold.
I'm waiting for the new mystery to come out where it's just like fighting mold monsters.
I'm waiting for the new mystery of Find Panstash.
I mean, we could get plane tickets to Poland right now.
Bold of you to assume I have money.
I mean, the planes are just sitting there.
That and a passport.
Wait, you don't have a passport?
No, because I've never...
How do you travel?
I don't.
What do you mean?
I've never left the States. I've barely even left my state.
Oh, come on.
I've been to like, okay, so I don't give a crap if I give away my location. I live in Western New York. I'm
state,
more closer
not the city.
The state, yeah, Western New York State. I'm closer to Canada. I mean, I honestly believe I've been to Canada on a field trip as a kid, way before you needed a enhanced license or a passport, like way before that.
Wait, you've been to Canada as a field trip? Like your school took you to Canada?
I want to say yes.
That's insane.
Because I know we went to Niagara Falls, and I think we went to both sides. Because obviously there's a side you can go when you're in the US, and there's a side you can go to Canada. And I swear we went to Canada. Like that's like engraved in my brain somehow. And I have shit memory.
That's wild.
But it was fun. And well, it was like a full day kind of field trip, like from morning to night. And besides permission slip, we also had to parents also had to give a little deposit for it, I guess. It was one of those special field trips.
I see.
Yeah, it wasn't like a free one. It's not like, hey, we're all going to the zoo, let's go. Which were always fun.
Hey, we're all going to Canada.
Hey, we're all going to Canada. When it was cool to go there, and you didn't need another freaking license. So, like I said, live in Western New York State. I've been to Ohio. I'm not even kidding. Like, when I tell you this, that when I got my first car back in 2013, me and my friends, the first thing we did on my birthday that year, we drove to Ohio and back for White Castle.
What?
That
Wait.
was the
The
first thing I
burger
did with
joint?
my car. Yes, because that's the closest White Castle to me.
So
Was
you're
in
saying
Ohio.
you drove. So you've traveled for the sole purpose.
Yep.
You haven't traveled to see the world. You haven't traveled to meet new people, to see new environments, to see landmarks. The
Nope.
only time you have traveled on your own volition, with your own foresight and going yourself,
Mm-hmm.
has been to get a burger.
So a bunch of sliders, yes.
Huh.
Yeah. And the only other time I've been out of state was like I've been to Pennsylvania, like a family vacation. We've gone to Gettysburg a bunch of times, but that's pretty much it. Like I haven't really left the Northeast. Recently my job was gonna offer me to go to Denver. I said yes, but they couldn't finalize the order in time to set up everything, so that sucks. And then we just got hit with the busy time of the year in my area, so I don't know when I'll even be able to help them in other states, but hopefully soon.
Mm.
But that's really the
Well,
only time I'd be able to actually travel is because of my my current job.
I see.
Other than that, like this is gonna make me sound cheap. I don't like to spend money on big things because I'm worried. Well, crap. What if something happens now? I don't have any money.
Yeah.
You know, like
No, that's
at
true.
most, it's like for example, I want to get a new camera for my channels because I don't know if you've seen my videos recently. There's something wrong with my webcam and I cannot figure it out. And I think it's just because it's old.
Okay, so like I was gonna say like, wait, you're a photographer? That's cool,
No, no,
but
yeah, no,
no, you just
like
want a webcam.
webcam.
Okay, a
There's like this.
webcam.
There's this box of light in the camera that I've noticed has been surrounding me in frame.
I think you're just being like consumed by an eldritch entity.
Probably. But I thought it was like maybe my ring light is bouncing off something, so I've turned it. I've noticed in me and Plungerhead's most recent Call of Cthulhu recordings,
That's been
I am
great, by the way. I've been listening to that while I've been painting. It's very
oh,
good.
thank you.
I love
You're
how
gonna
Plunger's mic just like randomly cuts out and it adds so much.
Yeah, it really does. You're also gonna hear a random sound pad moment because I got mad. My hand hit my keyboard and I forgot to change one of the hotkeys. So a really great sound hits and it kind of fits.
I swear to
And
God, if it's the fucking losers one, I'm
no,
gonna
it's
be.
not. It's not. It's not. It's better.
What? No
It's
way.
better. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Well,
Um,
don't spoil it because I have been watching Call of Cthulhu, so don't you dare.
I that episode might be next week.
I'm on
I have to.
episode 2.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be probably 4, 5, maybe. Um, which I still have to edit one and upload tonight, so I'm gonna be up late. I don't care.
Also, I
Um,
love how your first thought when walking in. This is a spoiler for the first episode. I love how your first reaction to seeing like a body horror dude strapped to a torture chair was just to kill him. Like not even kill him like painlessly, but just to electrocute him. Like that was the first
uh,
thing that you did. Like you saw
well,
him and then you chose violence.
well, for the record, I had to do that in order to get the item to activate the other machine. So
But you didn't even hesitate. Like you saw him and then immediately did it. You didn't even like pause and be like, "Wow, that guy's in a messed up
it's
situation."
like,
And
man,
I,
well, to be fair, we looked at like his organs were all over the place in other jars. It's like, well, this guy's not gonna survive this, so fuck it, kill him.
yeah, might as well, right? Might as well.
um, so I'm gonna choose violence.
That's something
Um,
that you do on a
I mean,
routine basis.
if you're Jack Walters and you've seen the shit he goes through, you choose violence every day. Um,
Have you gotten a gun yet?
Yes, we finally got to the part of our recordings where we got in guns, and you weren't kidding. Where the game is completely fucking different now.
Oh yeah, no, it'll
So,
change
like you
multiple
mentioned,
times
you
more.
mentioned the boat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the game went downhill the second we got a gun.
Oh, absolutely. The AI in
Because
the game is horrendous.
oh, the AI is hysterical. There's moments where I try to funnel them in a doorway and just murder them. But what I'm mostly talking about is the gunplay in that game is atrocious.
Oh, it's bad.
Do not aim down sight ever. Unless you're trying to like stealth shoot someone in the back of the head, do not ever aim down sights. Your game is so goddamn sensitive, like because I use mouse and keyboard. It is so goddamn sensitive.
There's
You
your problem.
fidget all over the place. I'm not using a controller for that crap. All right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the game was designed with a controller because it's like an Xbox
Well,
game,
yeah,
right?
it's from 2005.
I thought it was from 2008.
Well, that's where I'm confused. Because in GOG it says 2008, but when I upload it to YouTube, and you know how there's like the gaming part, you enter the game you've been playing.
Oh, yeah, it has a
It
date.
says 2005.
Yeah, like World of Horror is 2019.
Yeah. So I think it was added. I don't know how old GOG is, but like maybe it got added in 2008.
Maybe that's the GOG version.
Maybe.
Because like GOG can have updated versions of old games, and then they'll give the release date for the updated version.
That
But
might make
GOG
sense.
copies usually run better than like the Steam copies or the like any other copy. Like GOG is the place to buy retro games because they usually have the fixes already built into the game.
Yeah, I've highly recommended it to a few people, and hopefully, after Call of Cthulhu, I'm trying to think what I'm going to do because I think
I can't wait to see your reaction to the boat section. It's absolutely horrendous.
We're at the refinery right now.
Ooh, I think I know what that one is.
We're at the raid. And apparently Plunger looked it up for me. He goes, Joe, we're about like maybe 40 to 50%.
Okay.
And
have you been through the
once we're done with this place, Joe, we'll be at 75% of the game. I'm like, this fucking part of the game is that much?
Yeah. No,
yeah, the refinery is a massive chunk of the game.
What's really weird about Call of Cthulhu is the fact that it's just like every time you go to like a new chapter or a new area, it feels like playing a completely different game.
It's definitely weird.
Like the first couple of chapters where you don't have a gun and you're just sneaking through and investigating the city, that's a banger. Like that part of the game's great.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they should have done for the whole game.
But then once you get a gun,
game should have been survival.
So you want to know a fun fact about Call of Cthulhu, the game that you're playing?
Yeah, Dark Corners.
I believe it was originally so it kind of I think it passed hands in development quite a bit. And the part of the game that you're playing through right now was originally intended to be like a Call of Duty style thing.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah. And originally there was going to be like team deathmatch multiplayer. Like they were going to go all out with that, but it didn't really turn out very well. And then they kind of like passed development hands again. And so then like near the end of the game, there's some like really weird parts. Like this is kind of a spoiler, but there's a part of the game where you need to like grab onto these like rings to make sure that you won't die. But the thing is, you don't actually have to grab onto the rings because they didn't program that part, so you can just walk through the whole thing.
You fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. I remember that. So, like, there are some points of the game that are really, really good, and then there are some points of the game that are, like, discount, bargain bin, dollar store Call of Duty in the most, like, derogatory way possible.
Definitely derogatory, because I'm going to be honest with you, the gunplay in this game is horrid. The only weapon that seems usable is because you can use it when hip firing is the shotgun. Because you can't really fuck up a shotgun in a video game.
It's very difficult.
But I will say this, you can reload all the time. You have unlimited reload, and you think, Joe, what the hell does that mean? It means you can, like, you'll see the shotgun you get is a double barrel shotgun. Obviously, after
Mhm.
2 shots, boom, you gotta reload. Makes sense. After you reload, you can reload again, and
I mean, why
again,
not?
and again. You don't lose ammo. I did make sure that, oh god, what if you reload early and you lose ammo? You don't. But that just means the developers didn't program it where if your gun is loaded, you obviously can't reload again. Because, that's how that works. Obviously, if your mag is full, or if your clip is full, or your barrel is full, you can't reload. That makes sense. No, you can just infinitely reload.
I mean, why not?
it's it's so stupid. It's like, shit, did I reload? Well, better do it again.
I wish you could spin your gun. Have you ever
Like
played Dusk?
Dusk.
It's basically like a Doom style game, but
Is it on
it's
Steam?
yes, it's
All right.
incredible. Like absolutely amazing. Um but instead all the guns, they don't have clips, right? So you just have like 200 bullets in your pistols and you can keep firing your pistols until you run out of ammo, right? But
Okay.
if you press R on the keyboard, your pistol will spin. And that works for every gun in the game. So you can just you literally have a dedicated weapon spinning button.
Oh, it's a Doom clone.
Yeah, well, it's I mean, yes, but it's so good. I love Dusk. It's highly good.
And $20 on Steam. Shout out.
Absolutely worth it. If you like first person shooters, Dusk is probably like one of the best that's come out recently.
Looks like there's also a bundle with it with a medieval.
A medieval. That sounds
Yeah.
vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it's the same style, but looks like it's melee based.
Ah.
It's kind of
I've played a few Doom likes, like classic Doom. It's kind of weird because like the original Doom, they call them boomer shooters, right?
boomer shoot. I have heard, because there's like the newer Doom, and then of course Doom Eternal.
Yeah, those are called
Um
zoomer shooters.
yeah, no, I've heard those referred to as, you have Doom, and then the retro Doom, like old style, like those ones, has been titled Boomer Doom, and I'm just like, no, no, that's stupid. But it makes sense. It's stupid. I don't like it.
Well, I
Boomer
think it's
Doom.
funny, but
Oh, it's funny, but it's just like fucking. Cause I
so
don't want
I
to call. I'm glad that it's
uh,
the the newer ones are just called Doom and Doom Eternal, and the old ones are called Boomer Doom. Because I'd rather have it called Boomer Doom, because I refuse to call the new ones Zoomer Doom. I would freaking hate myself for the rest of my life.
well, people do call them zoomer shooters, but
It no, I refuse.
I've been playing a few like, and people call like well, I think Doom WAD is like the wrong term because I don't think they are, but some of them are made with like the Doom kit, which is like a fan made Doom developer kit based on like classic Doom. But people have been calling those Zoomer shooters as well, and I've played a couple of them. Dusk is like something like Dusk is extra, but I've also played a game called Hedon, which recently got updated to Hedon Bloodright, which is like the new expansion pack or whatever. And that's pretty fun. You'd like it, Joey, because you play as a half demon, half orc lady. But
Oh, that one.
yeah, that one. It's pretty good. It has an emphasis on like environmental puzzle solving, which I think
Yeah,
is pretty
Hedon.
neat.
Isn't it just Hedon?
It used to be just Hedon, but now it is Hedon Bloodright or
Well, no,
whatever.
you called it Hedon.
Oh, well, I don't know how to pronounce it. They don't.
Well,
They don't have
now that
voice
you mentioned
acting.
it, then you mentioned it, like, I do see people call it, like, see it. I hear people call it Hedon. I'm like, isn't it pronounced Hedon? Like,
Hedonistic?
yeah.
I have no idea. Again, the game doesn't
Uh,
have voice acting, but
Also, I like, there's half demon, half orc. Oh, what he's saying, Web? What he's saying? You out me
I've
right
played
now?
Monster Camp with you.
You're down me right now? In front of our audience, in front of my salad.
Yes.
I don't have a salad,
Do
but
you not even have a fruit salad?
no, I don't know what
You
you're talking about.
disappoint me.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I can't believe you're at add to wish list. I don't even know why you do this to me.
But I mean, I'm telling you about something you'd
I know
like.
it does look cool. There's another one.
There was one
I
that I
think
saw
it's
on
just called
Kickstarter a while.
Succubus.
Nice.
No, I'm not even kidding. It's on Steam. It's $24.99. It is called Succubus, and it is essentially a Doom clone.
I see.
It looks like it's more melee based. You play as, guess what? A
Oh yeah,
succubus
here it is.
in hell, and you're fighting off hordes of demons. They do straight up tell you, yeah, there's a lot of sexual content and nudity.
Oh,
Now,
nothing
probably
wrong
just
with that.
probably just bare skin for the record. It's not like a freaking H game, but
Okay, I'm looking at these screenshots. This looks like that horror game called Agony.
right?
Like, I'm not crazy. That's what this
Yeah,
looks
no,
like.
Agony. It looks like Agony,
Agony.
but a good game.
Oh, it's made by the same studio that made Agony.
Yeah, it is. I feel like this is what Agony should have been.
Also, there's two versions of Agony, Agony and Agony Unrated.
Yeah, I know.
That's interesting.
There's a reason for that.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. No, this game looks cool. If you like freaking mindless violence like Doom, and hey, female protagonist, that's always a fun tag. That's not sarcasm.
I like how that's just such a broad tag because it can apply to like literally any game.
Yeah.
Like, do you honestly go on like looking for a game and it's like, oh, this game has male/female protagonist. This is a selling point. Is that a selling point?
Some people like that. I mean, most of the what the fuck is that? I clicked on the tag and I'm now browsing Steam. This is a bad idea.
This is a.
Oh boy,
you could say that it's a -2 reason for clicking on that button.
Oh yeah, I'm far beyond that point.
I had to tie it in at some point.
But no, like people just like, hey, like a lot of the games I play as a female character.
I mean, same, but I don't really see it as like a selling point or like it's not. It's weird to have it as a tag, I think, because it doesn't really. Like, do you think that would inform, like, not for other people, because, I mean, obviously it can mean different things to different people, but for you personally, if you saw a game with the female protagonist tag, are you more likely to buy that?
I think I would like to see how they portray them. Because it's definitely not a main selling point. I'll tell you that right now. It is definitely not a main selling point to me. It's more of, oh, that's interesting. That's it.
I see.
I see it as, okay, cool. You probably play as a female protagonist, like it says. Cool.
But what if it's like lying to you?
I have noticed where it's like if it adds that, it's either like they're a side character, but like they're still part of the main plot. I don't know.
I think that's my favorite thing because those tags are applied by the community. I really love it when they just outright lie to you. Yeah,
like when you got me to play Garfield Kart, one of the tags was lore building.
Well, I mean that is true.
Uh-huh. In fact, I am curious. Give me a second.
For me personally, the tag I think that tags are just in general not helpful because like you could give how do I put it? Like you could give the same tag to two completely different games, and so you don't really know until you actually like see the game being played. So Cult Classic. That's
I looked at it. Like I I see it. Its current tags actually make sense. Cartoony racing, cult classic, as unfortunately it is. I don't know about great soundtrack, but
It's got some licensed Garfield music in there. That's a
uh,
banger.
don't let it fool you. That game is trash, everybody. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
See, like
Fuck
like
you and your
here's what I'm
Garfield trash.
saying, right? Like you go to the popular user defined tags for Garfield Kart, and one of them is third person. Right? It's like
Well, you're not wrong,
you're
but
not wrong, but it's an irrelevant tag, right? Because you could say like
yeah.
Gears of War is third person. But what do Gears of War and Garfield Kart have in common? They're cult classics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
They
mean,
both piss me off apparently.
what makes you mad about Gears of War?
It's
That's
just
just haha funny chainsaw game.
yeah, but it got old real fast, and after 3 games, it's like, why is there a fourth? Why is there a fifth?
You played
Like,
past one?
yeah, I've played the first 3
I
because
stopped at
those
one.
were good. 1, 2, and 3 were good.
Well, okay,
3
that's a
was the
lie.
best
I
one, hands down.
played the multiplayer of 3.
3 was the best one, hands down. Hard mode 2.0 was fucking rad.
Yeah, that was cool.
But like after 3, it's like, why is there more after that? Why are you doing this? Why is there a prequel? Why is there an in between prequel? Like that was the one I was talking about. Like what? Why I don't the locusts are back? How is that pot? What? Stop!
Yamero!
Like it doesn't just because something made a crap ton of money doesn't mean you need to make a sequel and ruin it.
Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. If it makes a lot of
And
money, you need to make every sequel possible.
but then you need to understand what made the first one good and you need to evolve that. The best example is Crash Bandicoot. Because at least the first 3, what Naughty Dog did was, hey, here's Crash Bandicoot. Here's the first one. There's a bit of a jank to it, but you know what? It's a really good platformer. It's solid, and people like it. All right, when we made Crash 2, almost like a difference of a year later, I want to say, took the same game and just improved it. And then they did that with Warped, and it just improved it. They took their shot at a kart racer, which I think is still, and I'm probably unbiased because of it, is still my favorite kart racer of all time.
Oh, Crash Team Racing?
Crash Team Racing. Now, if I'm
I
not
have never
mistaken,
played it.
it's so good. And if I'm not mistaken, uh,
Is this the original Crash Team Racing or is this the new one?
the original.
Okay, because I haven't played either. I never really was a big
sadly,
Sony person.
sadly, well, yeah, no, that was.
I
had a
played
PlayStation as
War
a
of the
kid.
Monsters 2. That's me.
Yeah, I think
That's
yeah,
the only
it's not.
PS2 game I need.
Yeah, the only one on Steam is the Twin Sanity remake. I mean the not Twin Sanity because Twin Sanity is an actual thing. Insane Trilogy. Sorry.
So that's the
Um,
3 games remade, right?
yeah,
And that was good. Like people liked that.
yeah. Oh, I loved it. There's a few complaints I have in here and there. I feel like they kind of fucked with the ice physics in it. They made it worse somehow. This is my opinion.
Well, they're
But
just making it as bad as you remember it.
see, I don't remember it being bad at all in the originals. I
Well,
thought they were fine.
it's sort of like messing with your nostalgia, right? Because a
Yeah,
lot
I
of people
guess.
probably hated the ice levels, and so they looked at the ice levels and are like, that's not that bad. People are gonna think that they were fools as a kid, so let's just make the ice levels worse.
Oh my god.
Oh?
I hate this.
What do you hate?
So I'm on Steam and apparently they have something called curators.
Oh, yeah. Curators are great.
It's a bunch of people that just, hey, I recommend these games.
Yeah, curators are hilarious.
The first one is Commander Shepard, and all of the ones he recommends say, and I quote, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite game on Steam. I'm not kidding you right now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No one's gonna be able to see this, but like I'm gonna share it to you personally.
Oh, there's another one. This one's kind of spicy, but there's another curator called the Anti-Defamation League.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But
people
yeah,
are wild with Steam curation.
look at this.
Oh.
He recommends
Oh
Vampire
no, I
Masquerade
can't
Blood
look at
Hunt.
that
Why?
because I'm recording
Oh
our
no.
little Discord icons.
Oh
So I
no.
can't do anything with Discord.
Okay, so I'll just send you a screenshot then. But it's just really funny because I just look over they're recommending. Well, I guess I don't have to show you, but like they're recommending Masquerade Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, which I can't believe they made a battle royale out of Vampire the Masquerade.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Where are we
So
dropping, Joey?
I it's
What's it
free to
called? Blood
play.
Hunt?
Yeah, it's really shitty, but Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt because
Vampire.
we still have no idea when Bloodlines 2 is coming out.
Oh my god.
So they dropped this during the Sony conference. It was like, "Oh my god, is this Bloodlines?" They're like, "No, this is Blood Hunt. It's a battle royale." And everyone's like, "Why?"
So it asked me to verify my age.
Well, yeah,
And I verified my age by giving them I was born in 1954.
good
And
going.
a pop-up came up saying you are not permitted to view this content at this time.
Oh damn, they're onto you.
But no, like when are we gonna drop? Where are we dropping in Blood Hunt?
I don't know, man.
Is it co-op? Like, can we party up?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no.
and it's third person.
Oh no. Oh, actually, did you see what I sent you on Discord earlier? Monster Hunter Rise, the demo.
The demo, yeah,
Yo, we gotta do it. It's 4-player co-op.
I'll definitely try it. Also, Blood Bowl 3 is coming out. Let's go.
I'm gonna be honest. Oh wait, physical game or video game?
Video game.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna snooze on that one.
Yeah, that's fine. I like Blood Bowl. I really want. All right, so Dark Fantasy. Yeah, no shit. It's Warhammer. Um,
Wait, Dark Fantasy in my Warhammer? What the hell? I didn't. What? Hold
what?
on.
Warhammer is a dark fantasy series. That never happened.
I mean, listen. I know they call it grim dark, but like,
Grim
obviously,
dark.
it's like.
I feel like grim dark is definitely a better term than dark fantasy.
I mean, 40K, like, yeah, 40K is the definition of grimdark. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many just like hopeless things in that universe. Like, one of the biggest jokes in the community is that the Inquisition blows up planets for fun, right? Like, the Exterminatus button is a joke in the community, and the Exterminatus button is kill 8 million people in like 10 seconds. Or 8
Yeah.
billion people, sorry. Sometimes more if it's a hive world.
Yeah. But game, like as much as I've told Web, I don't want to give GW money, but if I'm being honest, there's a lot of their games I'm gonna get because yes, GW is gonna get the money for the license. However, most of the money I pay for is gonna go to the developer, and I would rather support them than full on GW and buy their figures.
Yeah.
Because Total War Warhammer 3 comes out early 2022. Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunters comes out in
Oh, is that the Grey
2022.
Knights one?
That's the Grey Knight one.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
my
get that.
Titan boys.
I'll get that with you. Dark Tide. Like I want it. Please get Dark Tide with me.
Okay, I'll get Dark Tide.
Warhammer 40k Dark Tide Spring 2022. That got pushed back to spring of 2022. They said, "Listen, we're just trying our best here." And Fat Shark. I love Vermintide, so I'll trust you guys. You and me are gonna fight some Nurgle zombies.
Like 40K video games are exciting, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a proposal for you. You do need to get into the tabletop. And how you do that.
Man, I don't have time, nor the space, nor the money.
Well, so here's the thing. How you do that is you don't buy from GW and you buy from your local gaming store.
Yeah.
Because
or if I may,
just
play it on Tabletop Simulator.
No. Listen, Joey, we gotta do the live meetup where you've got the Hazard Mechanicus and I've got my boys, and we do like a game, a battle report. we
hazardous mechanic is. Yeah.
although to be
Uh,
honest, I'm kind of looking at like I have this problem with 40K or just Warhammer in general where I have too many armies to begin with, and then I want more armies, but I haven't even
mm-hmm.
finished painting my last army yet. So I'm absolute trash. The scum of the earth. A villain.
I'm man.
But I'm looking at the Lumineth Realm Lords, and I'm like, I want some mountain elves.
I'm trying to see if they have it listed yet, and I don't think they do. Then again, I don't remember what it's called.
Oh.
So there was a Warhammer game that was announced, and it looks like Castle Crashers,
What? Now
but it's
hold on a
orcs.
minute. Now hold on a minute.
But you play as orcs, and I don't think they have it listed yet. Let me see if I can find the trailer for you.
I haven't heard something so like incredibly random since like the GFL like HK416 adventure game. Right? Like that just sounds so out of left field.
Yep. Okay. It's called Shooters Blood and Teeth.
Okay, I gotta look. I gotta Shooters Blood and Teeth, spelled Teef, of course.
Yeah. TEF. Yeah. The
It
trailer
is
is
on
pre-alpha
Steam.
recorded for. It is it? Okay.
It is on Steam.
Okay. I tried to look it under the Warhammer tag and I couldn't find it.
This looks like a Flash game that I played on Congregate in like 2008.
I don't know. Like it's got like Castle Crashers kind of vibes.
There was a game on Congregate that was like a commando shooter where it was a multiplayer like 2D deathmatch arena, and this game looks exactly like that. But I mean, I there's so much information to process on the screen right now. So you're an orc, right? For those of you who are listening and or watching, because what you're seeing on screen is just our two profile icons,
Right.
and not this. But for those of you at home, it's like a 2D orc running through a world, shooting at what appears to be guardsmen, but they turn into actual gene stealer cultists.
Yeah, it looks like from the trailer I saw there you fight guardsmen, there's gene stealers, there's also like these weird like croc monsters. You're just fighting off what appears to be a hive world. Well, no, hive worlds are underground.
Well, no,
I don't
it could definitely be a hive city.
know. Okay.
But I would like to say, what the heck do you mean online PvP?
It probably has like arena fighting. Kind of like Smash or like
Grab your friends and take on the forces of the Astra Militarum and the Gene Stealer cults and Space Marines together. Or, bash their head in instead to determine who's the fiercest orc in the clan.
That's what we all crump some gets.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me rewrite that. Or, bash their head in and determine who is the biggest orc.
We're the biggest and the baddest, boss.
I mean, only a 40k game could be like 4 orc ludas, because I assume it would be 4 people, right? Because that's kind of like the golden co-op rule. 4 luda, or not, free Buddhas, right? Like the pirate orcs.
Yeah.
Like 4 free Buddhas, just kind of like, or maybe even just knobs. Like I have no idea what these orcs are, but
well,
like just...
I think you might be able to choose your faction just like cosmetic wise, because I think one of them was a bad moon.
Yeah, I see a bad moon in the screenshots. Yeah. But I think the idea of just 4 orcs just running through a planet that is simultaneously being invaded by a gene stealer cult and fighting the Astra Militarum is just too good.
Yeah.
Like, that's just hilarious. Only orcs could do that.
Oh, dope. River City Girls 2 got announced.
Oh, Joey, they have the crocodiles.
Yep. They have the gator monsters.
I want to buy that model from Forge World. Just to get just so that I can
just randomly, for the fuck of it.
Yeah, just so you can slam a crocodile on the table when you're playing the game and just be
I
like, boom, crocodile.
I want an Imperial Knight just for the shit of it. Like, I'll
Imperial
never
Knights are
use it in the
cool.
tabletop. I just want it as a big ass figure because they look dope.
They look cool. I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
I love just the complete silence.
Dude,
I have a problem, Joey. I have 2 of them, which are
it's fine,
loyalist,
man.
and then I have a Slanesh Knight.
I told myself that like next paycheck I'm gonna treat myself.
Oh.
Because Walgreens. So Walgreens just a little pharmacy place, right? Well, of
You've
course,
angered the gods.
yeah, I know. There's a toy section, and not just a toy section. They actually have figures. I'm
Wait,
talking like
Walgreens has figures?
I'm talking like McFarlane Toys figures. McFarlane, the same man who made Spawn, those
Ooh.
figures. Um, they have My Hero figures. There's a cyber. I don't know if it's still there because it was there a long time ago, and they're about $20 a piece. Not bad for a decent looking and quality made figure.
Yeah.
They had a Takamura one from Cyberpunk. I am getting it. I don't care if it's still there. I am spending money on myself because I want to treat myself, so I'm buying another figure. Because
Cyberpunk Takamura.
I've got I've got a few My Hero ones. I have Aizawa. I
Goro
have
Takamura?
Yep, Goro. Um, I have Deku. So there's the 2 My Hero ones I have. I have Destiny ones where I have a Vault of Glass Titan, a Taken King Warlock. I have Zavala from the Vanguard. I also have a Common Rider Masked Rider 1
Yo.
figure because I'm a huge fucking Common Rider nerd.
You
But
haven't talked about Kamen Rider much, like in the time that I've known you.
yeah, that's
I guess it
fair.
just hasn't come up.
It just hasn't really come up because like the latest one I watched was Common Rider what the fuck was it called? Uh Common Rider. What the fuck? List. Yeah, obviously first one was Kamen Rider 1. Scroll all the way down. Thank you, Wiki Pages, because you are the best.
Thank you, Wiki Pages. Very
Zero,
cool.
01. Kamen Rider 01 was the most recent one I knew of,
Hmm?
but debatable forms. Kamen Rider Agito, Kamen Rider Game, Kamen Rider X8. X8 was the gamer one.
The gamer one?
Yes. There was a Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider X8, where the main character was like this young doctor, but he was a freaking gaming nerd, and his
Oh my
character would like
god.
use video game powers.
That is. That's beautiful. There's a gamer Kamen Rider.
Number of episodes. Fucking hell. When did this one start? Oh, this is an older one. Okay. So yeah, so the most recent one they had was 001. The debatable list? What the fuck does that mean?
There's always when you're going on a franchise that's been going for so long, you're always gonna find something like that just kind of like sketchy, and you're like, wait a minute, what?
Oh. Oh. Are these actually newer? Hold up, I have been out of the fucking loop. Holy fuck, there is. Well, I need to catch up me on some fucking Kamen Rider. We have Kamen Rider Saber and Kamen Rider Revice. Ooh, Kamen Rider Saber debuted during the Reiwa period because a lot of the Kamen Riders have actually like a period. Like, I think Zio, well, before 01, there was Zio, which was like the last of a certain period that's been going on for fucking ever. Um,
So what you're
I don't
saying is
know,
that they're like JoJo's.
kind of. But yeah, let me.
You're supposed to push back on stupid statements, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Series period. Wow, September 6th, 2020. Uh,
You want to know what I like about just everything in general? is you can go into your search engine and you can type in, say, Kamen Rider, and then you can add
Kamen Rider.
Saniro to the end of it, and then you'll find like a bunch of Hello Kitty merchandise based on Kamen Rider.
Gross. So okay, yeah, I have a lot of catching up. They also have a lot of freaking episodes. These like 01 was like 45 episodes, 4 movies and 11 specials. Saber actually just ended recently, August 29th, 2021, and Revice is the series premiered on September 5th. So Revice just started.
I see.
So that's cool. So I get to watch some Saber and try to catch up. I straight up one day, like, because there's obviously like, forgive me, YouTube
No.
or wherever this is being uploaded, third party websites. I know, right? Well, how else am I gonna watch a show in Japan?
Well, you see, Joey, it's very simple. You should pay
See, with
$400 for
NordVPN.
8 blue. You should pay $400 for a Blu-ray disc that has 3 episodes on it.
Yeah, with NordVPN.
No, they're not giving us money, Joey. Don't do it.
I'm just kidding.
Now you know what is giving you money occasionally.
For fuck's sake.
Rogue Energy. Where's my goddamn mini fridge, you nerds? I really wanted that mini fridge.
Yeah, I know you did.
I think having a mini fridge, like, I used to have one, and getting rid of it was like the biggest mistake I ever made.
How'd you get rid of it?
I was just taking up space in my room, and I'm like, I would like to have like slightly more floor. And so I got rid of it, and then I was like, man, this sucks. And so now I want another mini fridge. And so when I saw, like, I got a promotional email from Rogue Energy, because obviously if you buy something from a company, you have to give them your email address. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, here's 10,000 emails a day.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was excited. I entered the contest to get the mini fridge, and I never won it. I can't believe they would do this to me.
So
I do want to try that new flavor though.
Oh, what's the new? Oh yeah, the zero
peach?
caffeine one.
The hydration. They came out with like a peach flavor, and I like peach, so
yeah,
I want to try that
out. So I find not to go back to Kamen Rider, but I feel like it's perfect for the reference that our podcast is.
Oh.
Because I'm reading the plot for Kamen Rider Revice.
Uh-huh.
Deadman's is an organization that worships demons.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah. Through the use of mysterious V-stamps? Whatever. Monsters called Deadmen are born within humans. Fighting to protect his family from Deadman's clutches is... Fuck, why am I trying to say Japanese names?
Wait, hold on. So, Deadmen are the name of the demons, but then there's also...
Deadman, but I think Deadmen would make more sense, because...
But, so, I'm confused. So, it's like, demons are Deadman, or Deadmans, and so the protagonist is protecting himself from Deadman's clutches. So that implies that there is a singular entity known as Deadman, and also demons are called Deadman.
Yeah, I know. It's Japan. What do you want from me?
I want some goddamn consistency.
I know. Fighting to protect his family from the dead man's clutches is Igarashi. He himself has a contract with Vice. Oh my god.
He has a contract with Vice News?
Hold on. No. I had to stop myself. He himself has a contract with Vice, a devil that lives within Iki's body. Together, they transform into 2 Kamen Riders, Iki as Kamen Rider Revi, and Vice as Kamen Rider Vice. Together, they are Kamen Rider Revice. He has a fucking stand.
Oh my god.
The
Well, see, they
picture,
can sell
the
double the
picture.
toys for the single character.
It almost looks like Crazy Diamond.
Really?
It's got like the same color scheme.
Nice, nice.
Also, I love the Kamen Rider series because anytime they like use their device to transform, it's
Mm-hmm.
a toy. It is 100% a toy you can
Oh, yeah,
sell to a
yeah.
kid.
Yeah, no,
That's why I love it, because it's like you literally are advertising your toys in the middle of the fight. I fucking hate you, but I love you.
No, it's great. That's one of the that's probably like the biggest crime that some shows have done, that they have like an obvious thing you could make a toy out of, and then they only do it like once, or they do it poorly. Right? Like when I
Mhm.
like there are so many shows that could have great merchandise, and then they just probably didn't, or at least when they made the merchandise they didn't advertise it.
Yeah. I will say, 01 is definitely my favorite. So far I haven't watched the other two. Honestly, like Saber looks like old school Power Rangers because there's like a bunch of them and they're like swordsmen. It's it's
Mm.
it's really cool. Like Plot Lungo, a sect of swordsmen known as the Sword of Logos, and no offense, that's a really bad name. Protected the Almighty Book, a powerful tome of history that contains everything known to man, myths, creature stories, science, technology, and the evolution of human civilization. However, thousands of years ago, a traitor working for the Megid,
Heretic.
I know, tried to steal it for himself. He stole the fucking Codex of Stories.
The
Um,
Codex of Astartes does not
yeah,
support itself being stolen, brother.
yeah. As a result, the book vanished, each of its pages scattered across the world. Fast forward
Laughs in
present
Blood
day.
Raven.
Laughs in Black Templar.
Oh no, the Black Templar's got a new codex,
Oh
and
no.
it's completely busted.
Yeah.
They have a rule where if you give up cover saves, which doesn't really matter because cover saves are useless, um, if you give up cover saves, you now have a 5-up invulnerable on every unit in your codex. Which, for those of you who don't play 40k, essentially you have a save to roll when your guy gets shot, and you
Mhm.
have an armor that armor can be pierced by weapons. And so if your armor gets pierced, then you will take damage. But if you have an invulnerable save, what that means is that you can roll that dice even if your armor is being pierced. And if you roll, like for Black Templars, it would be a 5-up. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you ignore the damage. And so an army-wide 5-up invulnerable save is kind of insane. Because, like, the
Nice.
Thousand Sons have it, but the Thousand Sons are elite. You don't have that many compared to Black Templars. And Black Templar vehicles get the 5-up invulnerable save, too.
Oh no.
Which means that you can bring a tank, and that tank can elect to ignore the fact it was shot. Which, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish my
Um.
factions got cool stuff.
So, so not to take it back to Kamen Rider, because there was one more thing I was gonna say. Like the reason like some of these plots are great, some of them are kind of like hit or miss. I love 01 because it is literally just Detroit become human.
Nice.
The plot is there are these things called human gears. They're robots with artificial intelligence. They're supposed to make everyone's lives better. Um, but there was an incident like many years ago where something happened, an explosion happened, and it
Yeah.
caused people to like look at human gears as like, and there's still some people that treat them like tools. They're not human beings. Like, why would they be? And the whole point is like we need to like come together in harmony. That's the story. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, an evil organization is like hacking these robots and turning them into monsters and that kind of stuff.
But it's better than David Cage, correct?
Yeah,
It's not very hard to be better than David Cage.
yeah.
But never stop giving David Cage money, please. I want to see what he writes next. 28 stab wounds.
28 stab wounds.
Didn't want to give him a chance. Stress levels rising.
What was that actor's name?
There's a
It was
lot of
Brian.
those.
Brian
Brian.
to chart or something like that.
I
He
shouldn't
played
laugh.
Connor, the android from Cyberlife.
Wait.
28 stab wounds.
He did a great performance.
Oh, he did a great job. Sadly, no offense to the company that makes those games, which the games in question are, of course, Detroit Become Human. Life is Strange, I think, is another one they did.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, David Cage did not write Life is Strange.
I could have sworn they did.
No,
What was
David
another one he
Cage
did
did Heavy. The most popular David Cage games are Heavy Rain.
Oh fuck, he did do Heavy Rain, didn't he?
Sean.
Oh no.
He did Heavy Rain. He did Beyond Two Souls, otherwise known as Aiden, I Need You Now. And then
I heard that one was bad.
It's a train wreck, and it's creepy too.
Bad.
It's really creepy too because the characters are modeled like after the actors, and there's a scene where you can only access the scene by hacking the game, but they made a scene where one of the characters, who's based on a real person, is nude.
That's awkward.
Oh, it's really awkward. The person complained about it.
I can imagine. Also, isn't Beyond Two Souls the one with William Dafoe in it?
It is. It is.
Oh, it's so weird.
It's so I like Beyond Two Souls is like the ultimate guilty pleasure game because it's just so stupid. Like you go from like this like you're a spy at a party trying to get like international secrets to like infiltrating some base in the most awkward way possible. And there's just so many stupid things in the game. Also, the game kind of like railroads you into there's like 3 or 4 guys that you have to spend an uncomfortable amount of time with so that you can romance one of them possibly at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a disaster. Like I love it. It's a beautiful disaster.
Yeah, I think based on like everything I've seen, Detroit Become Human is like one of their best and only good games.
Are you telling me that Sean?
Heavy Rain is a fucking train wreck.
Sean.
Heavy Rain is just like I don't like their games because I'm not a fan of just like watching a visual novel with extra steps.
Yeah, fair.
Because that's what they are.
Until Dawn is a banger though.
Until Dawn, I forgot about that one.
Until
Is
Dawn
that the
is
one
not
with like
something
the
they made.
Wendigo?
Until Dawn is by a different studio, just for the record. But
okay.
It's the one with the Wendigo.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect like movie game to play with a bunch of friends because you can like have you haven't lived until you had like a room full of people screaming at what button for you to press.
No, I've seen it. I've seen like the Achievement Hunter guys, their Let's Play channel play that game, and they've just screwed up everything, and it's amazing. But I don't know. Just wasn't a fan. But if we want to talk about a good video game, for the record, I want to point out this entire podcast isn't just about video games. This is just what we're talking about right now because Webb wasn't prepared. Me, I'm never prepared, so I don't have any expectations. No, I
have notes,
just literally,
but it's on a different computer.
Honestly, like, will I ever be prepared? No. Is that a good thing? Yes, because you literally bounce something off my head, I will freaking go in another direction, and we'll be able to talk forever.
That's kind of the point, yeah.
I mean, at this point, we're already an hour in, so
we do need guests though, so that we can passionately argue with the guests because I don't think we have anything to argue about.
Yeah, no, there's not much we really argue
Actually,
about.
Hold on. I can start an argument right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are you ready?
What?
For 1 month, I am going to subscribe to Warhammer Plus.
Why?
Because I
Ugh.
want to see the show that they have, and also, this is the main reason. They are having a giveaway for 5 Warhammer Plus subscribers that if you win, you get literally every painting and modeling tool they've ever made. And think about
Okay.
it, Joey. How many people are actually subscribed to Warhammer Plus? Probably like 2 people. So I'm guaranteed to win.
Yeah.
It's flawless logic.
I guess I'll give you that.
I'm just gonna buy the exclusive miniature off of eBay, though. I want that Orc War Chief. Or War Boss. He looks cool. But I'm not paying $60 for that. So I'll just give an eBay scalper $80. It's perfect. But you want to talk about GW being weird? Have you seen the Black Templars army set that they have out now?
No.
Okay, so when I say army, how many miniatures are you imagining?
Well, when it comes to Space Marines, I
Primaris
don't know.
Marines, so they are elite, so factor that in. Take a guess.
Would it be like a what is the mini version of a Warhammer game called?
Kill team?
Kill Team. Is it like a Kill Team size squad?
No,
It's like
because
what,
there's a
5 to 10?
dreadnought. You can't use a dreadnought in
Oh,
Kill Team.
I did not know there was a dreadnought. Shit, I don't know.
You're close though. It's 13 miniatures.
Okay, that's not bad.
Now, how much do you think it costs though?
Too much.
You're right, but do you want to take a guess?
For 13 pieces, probably
Now, you do get a book. You get the codex, and it has 2nd edition artwork on it.
I'm gonna say minimum 2 to 250.
200.
200? Alright.
So you're right on the ball. You've kind of got the GW tax factored in.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, that the Skitari set, that the Adeptus set that I showed you was like what, 140?
Yeah.
And that alone was a really good value on it.
Yeah, because like individually it was like $260.
Yeah.
So you save quite a bit of money by buying the box. And you can even save more money by either getting them on eBay or buying them on like a local store. eBay is really weird because like you can get the start collecting box at like $90, right? On eBay you can get them for like 80 or 70, which is really weird.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, listen, I want you to start the hobby because it's fun and eventually that'd be pretty great content. Like the legendary IRL meetup. But it's not really a realistic thing in the short term, so you should really only get into the hobby if you want to. But it's fun. Like I would encourage people to get into it because it's nice to paint the miniatures and it's nice to build the miniatures.
Yeah, it's just more I don't have the time, space, nor the money
Now,
to.
space is an underrated concern. I'll give you that. But time is convoluted, Joey.
Yeah, well, when you're trying to, you know, work 5 days a week and upload like upload and record 3+ videos a week
And stream.
and stream or try to.
And do a podcast.
Yeah. Because I don't
And
know if
do
we're gonna.
content with friends.
I know.
Yeah, you're
Like,
putting yourself in a situation.
yeah.
But the important part is that you're hopefully having
So
fun.
so YouTube and Twitch, if you hear me now, if you give me money, I can quit my job. Therefore, I have more time to give you more wonderful content. Just fucking pay me.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oy vey. But it was I don't know. So I
You got me
think
counting my ums, by the way,
yeah, I know, right?
because of that sussy imposter video.
Yeah.
You purposely added ums to the end of your sentence when impersonating me. And you know, they say sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can't hurt. But words hurt, you know?
Yeah.
They do.
So
Well-timed thunder.
I know, right? So here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
We're almost an hour and 15 in.
Yeah, time's flying by.
We're probably gonna keep our episodes minimum to about 1:30.
Yeah,
An hour and 30.
that's a good podcast length.
I wonder how long it's gonna take to explain and read a segment we want to do every time. Because I am very curious on what the fuck happened in this Reddit post.
Okay, so shall I lead us in here?
Go nuts.
Okay. Am I the asshole for turning my husband's office into a library for myself without telling him and refusing to give it back? This, I don't know when we came up with the idea to do an Am I the Asshole segment, but
I honestly think it was like a week ago.
it's a beautiful idea, and I'm glad we went with it.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this every podcast. Like every episode of the podcast, we're gonna try to do a Am I the Asshole?
And some episodes of the podcast, but not all, will have guests.
Yeah.
And the guests, so what I was thinking, just real quick, the guests can be like separate segments. So we do like 10, 20 minutes of just us, and then the rest of the podcast is with the guest.
Right.
But, anyways, without further ado, I separated from my husband about 3 years ago. He moved abroad, and I stayed in our marital home. 3 years is a long time, and I never thought we would reconcile. So after the first year, I redecorated his office and turned it into a library for myself. We started talking again in the last 7 months, and decided to reconcile. He moved back home this week, and he was upset I had taken over his office without warning him, since he needs it more than I need a library. He's especially upset that there were other rooms in the house that I could have used, but I picked his office because it had the perfect view and layout. Plus, I never thought he was going to come back anyways, so it wasn't like I ever thought he would need it again. He thinks I was trying to erase him from the house, and I could have told him before I did it, since it was still his house, despite us living separately. My husband wants his office back, and he wants me to take another room as a library, but I feel like it would be easier for him to just pick another room and start fresh. The reason he wants the office back is because it's the perfect location for him to not be disturbed or for the noises from the rest of the house to be heard from inside, and he had this room specifically designed to be his office when we first move in. He's upset at me because I don't want to move my library to a different room. Am I the asshole? See, this is a tough one.
Yeah, because at least the title, I initially thought, it's like, holy shit, maybe you are the asshole. But if I'm not mistaken, the verdict was.
So the verdict on Reddit was not the a-hole, but don't go with the Reddit hive mind because Reddit is insane. Be a so-called free thinker.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she is, and here's why.
Okay.
He kind of started it by leaving.
Yeah, so he left for 3 years because he moved abroad and they separated. And she stayed in the marital home.
Yeah. So she stayed, so it doesn't matter if it's his house still. You left. So she can do whatever she wants with the house. I say it's fair game. And I feel like he can easily just pick another room. Because and if his reason was like what was it? Like because of the
Let's see.
sound,
My husband wants his office back,
right?
and I'm having to skim through the fluff here. The reason he wants the office back is because it's the perfect location for him not to be disturbed or for the noises from the rest of the house. And he had
So,
this room specially designed to be his office.
you know how you do that? You pick another
Foam.
room and get soundproofing.
You get foam.
You literally make it streamer room. Just literally make a recording room.
Yeah? No,
Because
I see
when
that.
I like I don't have to worry about it being too loud because I'm not kidding. When my so I'm in a basement apartment. I have neighbors above me. They're deaf. So lucky me, I can be actually as loud as I fucking want.
Just don't cause vibrations.
Of course. Um, and my roommate sleeps through practically everything, so I don't really have to
The
worry about it.
dream streamer setup.
I know, right? Um, and to be fair, I'm not too loud, at least not normally. I mean, I am a very loud Italian. Yes, we are very loud people. Um, that's just how shit goes. So I don't normally have to worry about that. At least in my location. But if I go to a different place, like eventually I do want to get my own apartment, or if I get a new roommate, I have been considering at least buying the foam,
Yeah.
like special foam, not like foam you get in packages because that shit doesn't work.
But
Um,
like proper soundproof foam that
like
you can like hang
proper
on the
soundproof
walls.
foam, and you have to hang on the walls and put it in a certain pattern. They It will help. Like I do eventually want to actually buy that shit, even if I don't use it right away. So I feel like he's just a dick because it was like, well, it was my room. Well, you left, and you can easily pick another room, and you can just soundproof it.
But
I'm
do
just
you
saying, like,
think like we don't know how old they are because the poster didn't include that information. So what if they're boomers and they don't know how to do that?
well, that sucks.
True. You know what? I'm gonna have to go like so your rating is not the asshole, not the
Yeah, I don't,
a-hole by mistake.
I don't think she was the asshole.
I mean honestly, I might want to go with an everyone sucks here
Yeah.
because I feel like that if you separate from somebody and you stay in their house for 3 years, that's a little bit weird, right?
Well, I mean, do you don't understand the amount of like not just paperwork, but a lot of work that has to go with like just moving, getting a different house. Like they don't even know if they were gonna like fully separate. Like, yeah, they lived separate, but she said she doesn't even know if he's gonna come back. And if I'm gonna be honest,
Well, she said I never thought we would reconcile.
yeah, if they didn't reconcile, I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds like a dick move, but I mean, if they leave, why would I move to a different house? They're the one who left.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, like maybe that makes me an asshole, but like I feel like that just makes more logical sense. Like if you're gonna be the person that actually decides to, hey, I'm gonna leave, well, there's no reason for me to leave the house then. It's my house now.
But
Bye.
it is still that person's house though, legally speaking.
True, but I don't know. It comes to a point where I think if you leave legally, sure, if your name is on it, your name is on it. At that point, both of you have to be adults and figure out, all right, how's this gonna work? Which sure, whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if he left, the house was fair game. He doesn't get a say in what room gets to be what. Like that's not a legal thing. That's two people have to work something out there.
True. Although
So
I want to know what his job is that he was abroad for 3 years and then he comes back. Like what work do you think that is?
government work maybe.
he's he's a spy.
No, I don't mean like that, but like,
Boys,
I
we
don't
got a
know.
spy around here.
I mean, there's plenty of jobs like maybe he could work at an embassy or like, you know, something. It's just the company needs him in another, country for so long. Like there are tons of different, you know, occupations that you would have to do that. And I'm sure I am curious too, what the hell he did, because 3 years does seem like a long time. And that's why I jumped to the conclusion probably a government job, because they're definitely more inclined to have you at a different location for a long period of time. Like, like for example, my job will relocate me to like a different state to fix a bunch of computers in the area, at most for 2 weeks. Not 3 years. So, actually, I can give an example.
Oh.
Um, Microsoft. There's a person. So my ex's friend had a contract job with Microsoft, and they said you have to go to this state at this town, and you have to be there for so much time till the contract ends, and it can be multiple years. So there are contract jobs that do that. So that could be another possibility.
Mm.
Um, which to whomever actually works for Microsoft, I'm sorry, I hear it's hell.
You know,
Especially the contract job.
I want to go back to something real quick. I like the duality of man. Is my first thought when it comes to government job is sus spy, and your first thought is like, oh, I don't know, maybe they work at the embassy or something.
Well, it's true. There's different, there's U.S. embassies everywhere. What do you want from me?
I mean, there there are a lot of embassies. That's true.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to an embassy?
No, I have not.
Okay, I assumed I knew the answer, but I asked anyways.
No.
And lest you wonder, I have not been to an embassy either.
Nah, it's fine.
I felt like I might have had to go to one, though, when I got to London Heathrow, and they're like, hey, this plane that you have a ticket for doesn't exist, bro. That was scary. Were you there for the American Airlines fiasco? I explained it to
you definitely told me.
Yeah, okay.
Especially the part where they sent you your luggage. They delivered it without your permission.
Yeah, that was wild, cuz the guy got my address wrong, and I told him, "No, I don't want you to deliver it to my house. I'll just pick it up at the airport." And then they're like, "Okay, you'll get a phone call when it's there." And then I'm on not tech support, but I'm on customer support, the phone line. I'm waiting on hold for 40 minutes, and I just look out the door and there's my suitcase right there, and I'm like, "What the hell?" But where's my goddamn refund, American Airlines, you nerd?
Yeah, a bunch of a-holes. But I think I'm sticking with my guns. I don't think they're the a-hole.
I'm gonna give it an everyone sucks. I think that it's I think it's really weird to be like, you break up with somebody or you split with somebody, and then like you stay in their house for 3 years, and then you take like their room, and there's nothing wrong with remodeling the room. I think, like, I don't have any problem with that, but I feel like that if you get back together and that's like his room, like, he's an asshole for leaving for 3 years and then coming back and expecting it to be just how he left it. But I think she's also kind of the asshole for being like, it's my library, though. Like, I don't know. I think that I'm going to have to take the fence-sitting position and say that they're both awful. And by awful, I mean they're both, like, mildly annoying to each other. Because it's not really that big of a deal.
I love how you called them. What if they're both boomers?
I mean, how many people do you think are nerdy enough to think about, like, oh, my office, I need to make a new office. Let me get some soundproofing foam. You know, it's like, how many people in their day-to-day lives, they're like, oh, I should soundproof my room.
People who are committing crimes, apparently.
Oh, I just look down and I see my cat biting my microphone cord, and it's like, I need that to speak.
Yeah.
I do indeed need that. So begone, feline. But yeah, so that segment didn't take very long. Maybe we both need to pick an Am I the Asshole for next time. I could also just keep looking at it. But I think that might be a rabbit hole that we don't want to go down.
Yeah, I think the one time we were discussing it, I kept finding good ones, and I was like, oh, God damn it, I don't want to go to bed. Like, we kept finding good ones. You know what's sad? It's not that they were necessarily good. It was the
titles
title
were
lured
good.
us in,
Yeah.
and it's like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, like
There's-
I like using filtered because they're usually like better, but like the titles are usually way better than the entire thing.
Mhm.
Because it'll have some crazy title like "Am I the asshole for destroying Brazil?" And then you'll read the story and it's like, yeah, so my friend was making a map and I accidentally spelled ink on Brazil, and they got
Mhm.
mad at me. And it's
We
like,
were playing Risk.
we were playing
Risk
Risk.
Legacy.
And I took over Brazil from my friend, and they got upset, and they called me a douchebag. Am I the asshole? Like, I mean, here's a good one. Here's a great title. Am I the asshole for calling my sister a selfish bitch? Oh. But, like, you read it, and then it's just like, blah, 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 blah. And it's not entertaining at all. It's oh god, there is so many that have great titles, but then you just read it and it's like, oh, that's kind of like depressing, or that's kind of stupid.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to filter through more of them, do more research, but we definitely want to do more of this.
Sorry, one more title.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not saying quote espresso unquote?
What? Okay.
Everyone sucks.
That's amazing.
I think I might save this one for next week. That sounds really funny.
Yeah.
How did it get everyone sucks?
I don't know, man. I still think the favorite we tried to research.
Oh yeah, the one that was deleted, right?
The one that was deleted.
And then it just had the comments.
We had to figure out the story through the comments.
Yeah, the guy with the water hose and his like, where it's like, you are the asshole, or you're okay. It's like, am I the asshole for covering my friend for assaulting the bride? What was it, the bridesmaid or whatever? At like the baby shower,
man.
And then
I don't remember.
It was like, am I the asshole for covering for my friend at a baby shower? And then one of the comments was, you are the asshole, your friend committed assaults.
And then someone defended that person saying like, yeah, but like in the actual context, like the family was very abusive mentally toward this poor person, so they kind of had it coming. And it's like, man, I really wish it didn't get deleted.
And the context on the assault part is, the assault was they sprayed them with a water hose.
Yeah, and I guess it was kind of hot or something.
Something like that. But when you're just scrolling and you come across one that says like, am I the asshole? You're tagged the asshole, and then it's removed or deleted. Like, the best one is when it's deleted by the moderators.
Yeah, we had to figure, I don't think it wasn't even deleted by the moderator. It was deleted by the creator. Like, it just straight up disappeared from reality, and we had to piece the story together through the comments.
I
And
wonder if there's
it's
a Wayback Machine for that one. That could be
maybe,
interesting if we could find the link again.
yeah. But I will say this: we're definitely better than those people.
Because they're fucking losers and I'm cool as fuck. Okay, yeah. Oh man. That's
You'll never know which one was the real Webweaver.
oh, absolutely. You'll never know because I'm fucking cool as fuck and they're fucking losers.
Fucking losers.
Oh boy. So we've gotten through that abominable segment and I've closed the website so I don't have to look at it anymore. I cannot wait to read the espresso one. That sounds absolutely hilarious.
Oh god, yeah.
But we'll get to that next week. So
Yeah.
we're at the 1 hour and 30-minute mark.
Yeah, we're definitely at our mark here.
And so I don't know if you want to keep going for a little bit longer, or if you want to call it here. I'm down for whatever. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, like as far as for a pilot, I think keeping it around 130 is good. As far as
Okay.
our topics, we're gonna be honest with you. We might come up with a few things to say here and there in between episodes, but the order we're gonna talk about them, there's not gonna be an order, and it's more than likely we're just gonna bounce ideas off our heads.
I don't even
This,
want to think about chaptering this. It'll be like Call of Cthulhu, and then question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Am I the asshole? And then outro.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, chaptering this would be a goddamn nightmare. But
There is no coherency.
it's more like, hey, today we're gonna talk about this, 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 and this. No, we're just gonna like ramble on because we're a bunch of freaking nerds that just want to get shit off our chest. Because it's a simple set. Freeform podcast is, I feel like, just you can tell how a person is just by that. Because if I went down a list of topics we had to talk to, it feels like I'm presenting to a class. That
Yeah.
shit is boring. I graduated almost I'm gonna vomit. I graduated 11 years ago from high school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't need to think about a PowerPoint presentation, right? So this shit is freeform, so you can get an idea of who I am. For example, I swear all the goddamn time.
And I swear sparingly.
Yeah. And he also likes to record right under thunderstorms.
Hey, listen, we came up with a time and a place for this podcast, and then it just so happened
and Zeus was just like, yo, what's up?
The first episode, guest Zeus. I mean, I can't complain. It was pretty comedically timed at some points. Although it seems to be ending right as we're ending the podcast, which, thanks, bud. Thanks, Zeus. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. I think that, like, your pilot episode has to be a little messy.
It definitely has to be cursed.
Fine.
Yeah, trust me. Like, I know about cursed episodes. One of the Call of Cthulhu ones I have to edit. I think it's actually the one. Oh god, I think it's the one I have to edit before I go to bed tonight.
Ooh.
It was definitely technologically cursed.
Ooh.
I think anyway.
Let's take the end of this podcast to shout things out.
Yeah.
So, would you like to go first?
Am I just shouting out my own stuff? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Or shout out anything you want. It's the Wednesday night shout outs. Beautiful.
I couldn't resist. So as far as I'll leave that up to Web, like when these episodes are going to be uploaded. But as far as we're shouting each other out, Webweaver Actual Filler is the name of his YouTube channel, and of course he uploads daily videos of World of Horror. He's up to 440 something, whatever you said.
Yeah.
Um,
Which to be so how I want to do this real quick is this pilot episode is going to go up next week, and then so
mhm.
we basically will have a buffer of episodes. We'll have a one episode buffer between recordings. So this was
Nice.
recorded on October 14th, and it'll go up on if we want to do or sorry, this was recorded on October 13th. It's past midnight now.
Yeah.
So this would go up on like the 20th, and then we'd record the next episode on the 20th. So there's your timelines.
Wondrous. Um, yeah, no, that's definitely how it's gonna work. If you want to catch any of my content, I am currently streaming, recording Call of Cthulhu. Because it is October, where I am going to be trying to stream as well. Once out of the 3 days a week, I stream Dead by Daylight, since it is the time of the season.
Yo, let's go.
Both channels are named Joey Hazard, so you can find me at twitch.tv/Joey Hazard. And for YouTube, you're best off just searching Joey Hazard. And of course, it's actually not a biohazard symbol anymore. I did upgrade
To
the.
Ed?
No. Ed is just like my Discord. That is the only one I will never change. And it's also my Twitter and YouTube background for like the banner. But like you'll see the green gas mask hazmat suit character named, and it'll be named Joey Hazard.
The
I
link
have a
will
bunch
also be in the description.
Yep, links will also be in the description of this video, just to kind of make it easier for everybody. But yep, I do have a YouTube where I will be doing Let's Plays with currently me and our other friend Plungerhead. And of course, my Twitch, where I will be attempting to try to have a normal stream schedule of Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Dope.
As far as time frames of when I'll be on, I cannot guarantee time frames. I can only guarantee a day. So just keep those notifications on.
Hell yeah.
Those are my shout outs.
So I guess it's my turn?
I guess so. I mean, I already mentioned your YouTube, so.
And that is where this episode is currently being watched. So if you would like to see more content by me, you can click that subscribe button. And obviously, as I said earlier, if you'd like to see more of Joey's content, you can click a link in the description. Or like there'll be an end card that will have like a link to Joey's video as well.
Ooh.
So that should be up in like the last 30 seconds of this video. Besides that, I am doing a horror game. Well, not every day, because I missed today, haha. But I am doing a horror video almost every day for Halloween 2021. I've done Buff Imposter and Deep Door.
I saw that.
And Deep Door was hilarious because I immediately ruined the game by exploiting a glitch that I just happened to literally run into. And I'll also be doing some streams on Saturdays and Sundays as well. I will hopefully either do them with Joey or at a different time than Joey so that we don't conflict. But I do mine at midnight Central Standard Time for Saturday and Sunday. So technically, if you want to get really cursed, I stream on Sundays and Mondays for 2 hours approximately. We're going to be doing Final Fantasy XIV Necromancer runs, which is one of the most difficult things in the game to do.
I do not envy you.
It is doing Palace of the Dead solo. I have to grind for that, but that's what we're going to be doing on stream, and it's going to be a nightmare. And then we are also doing No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, which will be out by the time this episode goes live, but that's a fun little horror game. And yeah, other than that, just the daily World of Horror episodes, which, oh, one more thing, sorry, I'm taking up a lot of time here, I do realize that.
Nah, you're fine.
But I have recently been given access to old builds of World of Horror, and we're going to be doing episodes of those instead of the current build of World of Horror. So we're gonna have a few episodes on DD15 and probably like 1 or 2 episodes on the Bit Summer demo, the 2019 one, because I think you can only play as Mimi and Aiko in the Bit Summer demo. And a fun little fact is Mimi was originally had Kyrie's role, right? Mimi was originally the transfer student. So that's a little bit interesting. But yeah, that's me. And once again, Joey's stuff, Call of Cthulhu, it'll be on the end card, and Joey's Twitch channel and YouTube channel will be in the link in the description. I would highly recommend checking out the Call of Cthulhu stuff. It's been a lot of fun to mostly listen to while I paint, because obviously I have my eyes on the model, but it's been a lot of fun. Plungerhead has great comedic timing, and Joey has great like main content energy. That doesn't really make sense, but it kind of does to me anyways. So thank you so much for watching -2 Reason, and we will see you on the next episode of -2 Reason. Maybe, I don't know, who knows, and we might have a guest, we might not, don't count on it.
Yeah, later my dudes.